Hi, hope you all are doing fine. This is Dr. Chaitana K, obstetrician and gynecologist and infertility specialist, director of Matruchaya Hospitals. So today we are going to discuss about an important topic, that is infertility. So this is a growing problem nowadays throughout the world. It has increased from 10 to 20%. This is mainly due to the lifestyle modification and due to the industrialization. It is divided into two types: primary and secondary infertility. So what is primary infertility? It is the inability of a woman to conceive even after 1 year of unprotected intercourse in women below 35 years of age, and 6 months of unprotected intercourse in women above 35 years of age is called as primary infertility. So let's know what is secondary infertility. It is the inability of a woman to conceive who was able to do so previously is called as secondary infertility. So let's go to the etiology of infertility. So male factors pertaining to 35% of the infertility and female factors pertaining to 75%, out of which 35 is tubal and pelvic pathologies and 15% is ovarian dysfunctions. And 10% is unexplained and 5% is unusual. So what is this unexplained infertility? It is that when we do the total workup of the infertility couple, there won't be any defect found, but still the couple will be facing infertility. This is called as unexplained infertility. So we doesn't know the cause. So let's go into the details of male infertility first. So varicocele, idiopathic infections, genetic disorders, endocrine pathologies, immunological obstructions, developmental disorders, and lifestyle modifications. So varicocele is the most commonest, which pertain to 35%. So let's go into the details of the classification of the male infertility. So first, coming to disorders of spermatogenesis. This is the normal process of spermatogenesis is affected. It might be hormonal or primary testicular disorders. In hormonal, coming from top, from disorders of the hypothalamus and pituitary disorders, wherein FSH and LH is produced in defective manner, so that there will be defect in the spermatogenesis and sperm production. Hyperprolactinemia, wherein there is high levels of prolactin, so that there's loss of libido and impotence in male partners. Hypothyroidism and diabetes mellitus are other hormonal disorders. So next, coming to primary testicle disorders, where the defect is seen in the testis. It can be idiopathic, varicocele. As I said, varicocele is the commonest. So what is this varicocele? It is the dilatation of the seminal pampniform plexus of the testis, so that there is a loose bag skin seen around the scrotum, which is called as bag of worms. So what happens when there is a varicocele? When there is a varicocele, there is an increased temperature around the scrotum. The testis is directly affected and the sperm production is reduced. So the total number of sperms is reduced. This is called as varicocele. It is usually not diagnosed until we do any infertility workup, as there is no symptoms seen in varicocele or mild discomfort seen. Or if we do a physical examination, we diagnose varicocele. What are the other causes? Cryptorchidism, undescended testis, congenital anomalies, and usage of any drugs, smoking, alcohol. Rather than alcohol, smoking is very injurious to the testis, which directly affect the sperm production. So next, going to the duct obstruction. What is this duct obstruction? It is the obstruction in the male pelvic parts. It can be congenital absence or any inflammatory blocks due to any infections like mumps, gonorrhea, or any type of infection caused before, or any type of surgical trauma. Okay, these are the duct problems faced due to the duct obstructions. So next, let's go into the accessory gland disorders, which include prostatitis, vasculitis, loss of vas deferens. Okay, these are some of the accessory gland disorders. So next comes the disorders of the sperms and vesicular fluid. So presence of sperm antibodies, which affects the sperms directly, and less fructose in the vesicular fluid, defective attachment to the zona pellucida, and defective attachment to the ova itself, which all these causes infertility, as the gamete or the zygote is not formed. And sexual dysfunctions. Coming to sexual dysfunctions, there are various types of sexual dysfunctions like retrograde ejaculation, wherein the ejaculate is directly secreted inside the urinary bladder and not it doesn't come out after the orgasm. And premature ejaculation, wherein ejaculate happens right before the intercourse. Hypospadiasis, wherein the opening is underneath the penis and not in the tip. And improper timing of the coitus, when we should take the detailed history of the intercourse. Sometimes the couple have intercourse rarely and they miss the precious ovulation time. This also might be one of the cause of the infertility. Last but not the least, psychological and environmental factors. So usage of drugs and medicines like antidepressants, antipsychotics, and chemotherapeutic drugs from years causes infertility. And exposure to smoking, as I said, chronic smokers and usage of drugs also affect this spermatogenesis, also affect the production of the sperm and causes infertility in males.